Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to continue our look at Master Puppets with pretty much the remainder of all the heavy rhythm parts leading up to the kind of clean harmony guitar section. So we're going to have a couple more lessons here too. We're going to take care of all those solos and stuff in the song, but we're just going to make it to that point today. So we're going to start here. We're still in standard tuning. Chug it along the low E string. All right, and then we're just picking up from where we left off the last video. We're going to slide from the power chord at the 3rd fret on the low E string up 2 frets. Then the low E string open again, and then you're going to slide from 6 down to 5. The power chord, so we have this. Then slide 3 back to 5. So we have this all together. So more chugging on the low E string, and then 2 quick slides from 3 to 5. All right, so that's the rhythm. All right, and then he takes it to this. All right, so it's just now the 2nd fret on the low E string muted. And then you're gonna put your little finger at the 4th fret on the D string and then hit the A string open. You play that first and hammer on the 2nd fret on the A string. All right, now shift up to the 3rd fret, slide back down to the 2, and then do that hammer on again. So you're gonna just keep that little finger there. And then back to the low E string, the 2nd fret, and then finish that hammer on twice to finish the riff. So we have this. All right, so after you've done that the last time, continue downstrokes on that 2nd fret on the A string, and that takes us into this riff. All right, so that's going to start here with the power chord off the 7th fret on the A string. You can do the low E in there too if you want. So you had that chord, then 3 hits on the low E string, then 5 to 7 power chord. All right, now this little lick they throw in there. This is a muted lick, so it's gonna let's go from 7 to 9 on the A string, over to 9 on the D, back to the 9 on the A. I like to shift up and grab that 2nd time, that 9 on the A with my 1st finger, and then you pick it again and a hammer on to the 10th fret. All right, now we're going to play at the 7th fret on the low E string, just on the low E string, just 1 string, and then play the power chord at the 8th fret, and then the 7th, full power chord. Now shift up and play the 8th fret, just the bottom string, and the next 2 chords, the 6th fret off the power chord off the 6th fret of the A string, then the 7th fret of the low E. All together. And repeat. All right, so you do that 4 times. The 4th time, though, right here, instead of doing the 8th fret and that last chord shift, it just goes. So replacing this part with this. 9, 7, 6 on the A string, muted, and then 6 on the A, 8 on the low E, and 7. And then we lead into the chorus, which is, we lead into it with just a low E open power chord in the 1st fret. All right, now the chorus sounds like this. All right, so we're going to start with the low E power chord, then 3 hits. We're always going to be 3 hits in between the chords here. On the low E there. Then you play the power chord to the 2nd fret. Back to 3 hits on the low E, and then into the 3rd fret power chord on the low E string. All right, now we're going to move the power chord over to the 3rd fret on the A string, and we're still going to have 3 hits in between, but this time it's going to be the open A string. And the 2nd chord will be the 2nd fret, 3 open strings again, just 3 on the open string, and then the A power chorus with us. So far. All right, now we're going to move up to the 5th fret on the A string. And the 3 notes that we're going to play in between here is going to be the 3rd fret on the low E string. You play that, and then the next chord would be the 3rd fret, so shift over on the A string. Then back to those same 3 notes, and then the 2nd fret power chord off the A string. So we have this all together. All right, and we're going to end this pretty much this part with the power chord now up at the 7th fret on the A string. You hit the low E in there if you want. Then 3 hits on the low E. Then the 5th fret, 3 hits on the low E. Then the 3rd fret. Then back to the. All right, and then the ending of the chorus is just. It's pretty much the same as we started, but it's just skips instead of going at the 3rd fret there on the low E string, it pops to the 3rd fret on that 5th string. And then back to the. So that whole chorus. All right, so then it just goes through the same riffs that we did in the first video, then back through these that we just went through, and then we make it to the clean section and the harmony guitar part, which we'll take a look at in the next lesson. I'll see you then.